Think that elected officials, especially ones from states like Florida, which had repeatedly asked for and received, rightfully so, federal aid, would protest the Heritage Foundation's Project 2025 agenda. But here's what Florida Republican Senator Rick Scott thinks.
If you don't remember anything else I said today, the most important thing is I want to thank you. I've been in Washington for a little over 4 years, and the one group that cares about two things is heritage. They actually really care about good policy, and they really push good policy. They bring up good policy. They promote good policy. They help you move good policy along. They work with your office. They do an unbelievable job with policy.
Well, there you have it. Joining us now is the former Democratic Representative Debbie Mucarsel-Powell of Florida. She's running for the United States Senate in Florida against the incumbent, Rick Scott, who really likes the Heritage Foundation an awful lot. Good to see you. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Good evening, Ali. Thank you for having me.
So here's the trick, because what Rick Scott says is what most Republicans in Washington believe. They know what the Heritage Foundation is. They know how critical it is to Republican Party policymaking. Only Donald Trump disavows them these days because everybody's talking about Project 2025 and nobody who talks about it likes it. So he disavows them. But it is written by people who worked in the Trump administration. It's got Republican fingerprints all over it. And it's a pretty specific plan about what it's going to do on every front, including disaster relief for states like yours.
Yes, absolutely. And Ali, look, I just came back from visiting some of the disaster areas in Pinellas County, and the storm hit a few hundred miles outside of Pinellas. I visited a family where they saw the storm surge come to their house, and within 20 minutes, it was already coming inside of their home, causing some electricity to start going off. I mean, we're not just talking about livelihoods. We're talking about situations that are putting families at risk. We have seen many families lose loved ones here in the state of Florida, and we need action now. And look at what the other side is offering. I mean, Rick Scott is a self-promoting politician who loves to fuel the problem. He actually starts the fire and then shows up with a fire hat, actually in this case, a Navy hat, and does absolutely nothing. He actually voted against disaster relief. He voted against billions in funding for FEMA right after Florida got hit by Hurricane Ian. We held a town hall here in Pinellas County offering solutions. It was a bipartisan town hall with actually former Congressman David Jolly, because that's what people want. They want people with solutions. And what is Rick Scott doing? Putting millions of dollars in ads against me right now. He's extremely dangerous. He's very much aligned with Project 2025. He actually has a plan where he wants to eliminate the Affordable Care Act, raise taxes on middle-class families. I need people to support me in this race. I need people to go right now to Debbie for Florida. We have 32 days left. He's putting $10 million against me. This race is tied, Ali. We cannot afford another 6 years of Rick Scott, not only for Florida, but for the future of this country. I'm always fascinated because, I spent a disproportionate amount of time because I cover these hurricanes in the state of Florida. I would think that Floridians, people across this country have an intimate relationship with climate change because of the way it actually affects them. If you're 40 years old or 50 years old or 60 years old or 70 years old in Florida, you've seen these effects. Here's what Rick Scott said about climate change. He apparently admits that it's a thing, but here's how he frames it.
What you're going to have to do is you just have to understand storm surge is starting to happen. For whatever reason, we don't know why, we're having way more storm surge than we've ever had in the past.
Who knows what the reason is, but something is changing. Massive storms, massive storm surge. So we've got to figure this out. Absolutely, something's changing. The climate is clearly changing.
Bingo! Climate's changing. He says, for whatever reason, we don't know why. We've got to figure this out. No, actually, we've done that work. We know why. We know why. We just actually have to commit to what you do about it. You have Rick Scott, who was governor, and he actually banned the term climate change from being used in any of the state agencies. He's been in government for 14 years, and he has no idea why we are seeing storm surge. This man is a fraud, Ali, and he's extremely dangerous. The reason why he's now running around trying to justify why we're seeing storm surge is because he knows that he's in trouble. He knows that he's facing a re-election. He repealed millions of dollars in funding for water management projects and cost
the red tide that we saw in 2018, the largest fish kill. He's dangerous. He is one of Trump's puppet. He is now spreading disinformation, very dangerous disinformation about FEMA. And so this is why we have to come together and stop Rick Scott right now when we have the opportunity to do so.
Debbie Mucarsel-Powell, thank you for joining us this evening. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, Ali.
All right, coming up.